Hi, I am Prof. Sumit Agarwal.
Hi, I'm Darrel.
Welcome to our three-part series on personal finance. Did you know that 40% of Singaporeans are financially literate? This number is even lower among the age of 18 to 24.
Some common mistakes that I see, especially among my peers, amongst my age, is that it's very important to budget your expenses, your money, but actually many people, especially those who are amongst my age, don't do that. They don't budget their expenses, and I think this is very important, especially if you have a financial goal that you want to achieve.
Let's say this is a very complicated question. Depends on the age you are at. When you're very young, the kind of mistakes you make are typically you overspend and you save very little. In the middle age, you have to buy housing. You have to think about retirement savings. You have to think about various aspects for your lifetime. So what the issue is, over the lifetime or the life cycle of a person, you will be making mistakes in early part, in your middle part, and your late part. So the first thing is increase your financial literacy. Understand what finance is, what compounding is. Or when you spend today, what does it mean for spending tomorrow? Maybe attend a class. I have written a very simple book on household financial management. Look at some of these self-help books to understand what the mistakes you could be making. And then have very simple ways of trying to figure out, this is my income. As you pointed out, like this 50, 30, 20 rule. These are my wants, these are my needs, and this is the fraction of money that I earn every month I will try to save. It's easy to say, but at least try to come up with some rules for yourself that allows you to practice.
For budgeting, I think today there are lots of apps out there in App Store, in Google stores. In Singapore, there are apps like Wallet, and then there's Spendy, Money Manager, and these apps actually helps you a lot in managing your finance and make budgeting very simple. You can also connect your bank account to make your budgeting very automatic. And also one feature that I like is that you can actually connect your accounts with your friends. So you make budgeting more fun with budgeting together with your friends, partners, or even families.
One way I would think about it, like I try to do, is I try to use cash. Now, why is cash important than, say, credit cards or debit cards? Psychologically, when money leaves your pocket from your hands, when you pay something, you have this pain of paying. I mean, I've seen this with my own son. He will use my credit card and he doesn't know if it's money or not, and he just continue to spend it. When it's cash, he says, I want to put it in his own wallet because he wants to save it.
So Prof. Sumit, we actually asked our followers on Instagram about some questions that they have on how to manage their personal finance. How do you think a person should allocate their monthly income?
When you're starting out, when you're young, your monthly income is typically small. In Singapore, a lot of people are living at home with their parents, so they don't really have a rental to pay. So most of their monthly income is going to food and entertainment or a little bit of travel. So allocate enough money that you can go eat out with your friends, but also make sure you have this habit or inculcate a habit of eating some meals at home, not only to save money, but also for health and other reasons. So this will give you a budgeting that, look, this is the amount of money I will go out every month and spend on a dining. Then you can allocate another fraction that this is my budget for travels.
And one way to minimize this is, and I think this is also a common mistake, especially among young people, is not to invest in insurance. Because having insurance is a safeguard for yourself. When unexpected things happens to you, it can deplete your life savings suddenly. So for me, and what my parents teach me is that try to pay your insurance. Maybe you have like additional spending every month, but it can save yourself from those unexpected things where your savings become empty. And then another question that we have from Instagram is, are there actually better alternatives than putting our money in savings account?
There are many options that you should think about in terms of savings. typically savings in your savings account, the return you get is very, very low, because all savings account do is try to match the inflation rate so that you don't erode the value of your money. So you can think about some fixed deposits, you can think about the stock market, you can think about bonds, you can think about housing. I hope you have learned something about managing your financing in this video. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos on your retirement savings and your investments. Thank you.